In this video, we're going to take a look at the Meross MSL 430. This is a great HomeKit, Alexa, and Google Home compatible smart lamp that also has a button on the top that you can control it with as well. Now, Meross did send me this light for purposes of making this video, but they have no input into the content. This is all going to be my experience using it in the real world. So when I first got this light out, I set it up on the Meross app, and then I was able to quickly add it to HomeKit just by following along with the directions on that. Now, you will need Wi-Fi to be able to use this light, so that is both a pro and a con. No hub or bridge is required, but you do have to have a Wi-Fi network for it. To turn the light on, you just have to press the button on the top. If you want to turn the light off, you do a double tap on the top. If you want to change the brightness, you just press and hold the top button, and that's going to cycle through the different brightness levels. If you want to change the light's color, then once it's on, just do a short press. That's going to allow you to cycle through the different colors. So I really appreciate that Meross gave you a physical button on the top, and you can also control it using your voice, using the Meross app, using HomeKit, Google Home, Alexa, all without having to use a hub. All you need to have is a Wi-Fi connection. I found the Wi-Fi connection to be pretty reliable on it, although sometimes when I did my voice commands through Siri, it does take just a little bit of time for it to register the command and to actually change the light. Another thing to note about the Wi-Fi is it does require 2.4 gigahertz, so you need to make sure that your router has that enabled on it and not just a 5 gigahertz network. The 430 has a pretty minimal look to it. It's made of a clear plastic. It doesn't necessarily look like a premium light, but it does have a sleek, minimal appearance to it. And you do get a power adapter on it as well. One small complaint I do have about the power adapter is it's not very long, so you'll need to have it fairly close to the wall, or else you're going to need to have an extension cord. It's also a different size barrel than what you typically find in electronics, so finding a replacement if you ever need one might be a little bit more of a challenge. The MSL 430 measures 3.94 inches in diameter and just under 8 inches in height. One of the things that's great about this light is it is RGB WW, which means it has both a warm and a cool white LED in it, so you're able to get really accurate color temperature all the way from 2700 Kelvin up to 6500 Kelvins. And a lot of other lights like this are just RGB, so the whites don't always look quite right. So I really appreciate the quality and color of lights that you're able to get out of this Meross MSL 430. You can set up scenes, routines, and automations with your smart home provider of choice, but I tend to keep it pretty simple with my lighting, so I just set up a couple scenes using HomeKit that I will activate through my phone whenever I'm ready to have this light off or on. The MSL 430 typically goes for about $40, which I feel like is a really good deal for what this light is. It's a HomeKit, Alexa, and Google Home enabled smart Wi-Fi light that looks really good and has both colors of white lights on it. It's reliable, it's simple, and it's rock solid. I'm not really sure what else you need with it, unless you're looking for a flashier light, which most people just want something that's simple and going to do a great job at adding a little bit of warmth or ambience. This light does not offer insane amounts of brightness, but it is bright enough to add a splash of color, some warmth, some ambience to a corner of a room. I really like how it looks on a couple of different shelves and side tables that I've tried it on. Overall, I highly recommend this light. I feel like it's a great buy for anyone who wants to get into the world of smart lighting without getting super deep into a whole ecosystem. If you have any other questions about the MSL 430, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer them. Like this video, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming content. If you want to buy this light, I do have links to buy it in the description below.